We are in the last section 7, recommendations for practice success. A quick reminder on the 7 guiding principles of Itil: focus on value, start where you are, progress iteratively with feedback, collaborate and promote visibility, think and work holistically, keep it simple and practical, optimize and automate. We will go through a set of tables wherein we will see each recommendation and the guiding principles that are applicable to each recommendation. Now, you might find that you can apply even other guiding principles for some of these recommendations as well. The first one is to use a consistent approach to relationships within and outside of the organization. And this is needed because if the relationship approach differ for different stakeholders, then that can cause discrepancies and inconsistency in the image of the organization, and the reputation may come to risk. And another key point is that the internal relationships define the external relationships and their nature. And if the internal relationships are not in good condition, the external relationships also suffer. That's why we need to have the same values and principles in all relationships. The second one, and the guiding principles there for the first recommendation are focus on value, think and work holistically, collaborate and promote visibility. Now, one might wonder, how do we come to these principles as the conclusion? And because we have various relationships, including customers and other stakeholders, therefore focus on value would be needed. And thinking and working holistically means we will need to be consistent in the relationship management approach with all stakeholders, though there'll be different relationship models, but set of guiding principles should be similar. And then there need to be collaboration in order to define the right principles and have consistent relationship with various stakeholders. The second one is to align the relationship management approach with the service provider strategy and positioning. Each organization has its own strategy and market positioning. Therefore, the relationship management approach should be based on that. And which means that the goals that the organization defines strategically need to be supported by the culture of the organization and the relationship approach that the organization uses internally and with external customers and suppliers. Otherwise, the strategies will not be achieved. For example, internally, if there is no innovative culture, then the organization may not be able to meet its objective of rolling out innovative products in the market to capture the market. So focus on value and think and work holistically here. By holistically by connecting the strategy and the impacting factors such as culture and the relationship approach. The next one is to continually measure stakeholder satisfaction, including employee satisfaction. Because satisfaction is the key indicator of good relationship management. And whatever processes and tools are used within an organization, they basically are ways and means to improve the interactions between people. And therefore, having the right processes and tools can automatically contribute to better relationship management within the organization and with external stakeholders. And the measurement also helps to improve the satisfaction. Therefore, it's connecting with the progress iteratively with feedback principle, and collaborate and promote visibility as a result of the interaction between the stakeholders. Then we have the next one, which is systematically review the relationship management approach and the relationship journey. So this approach should be accepted and followed by all members of the organization or all key partners. And because relationships keep developing, the approach will not be the same always. They won't be static. They need to be adjusted. And the details in such models and procedures should be relevant to the needs of the organization. And start with the key principles, allow people the freedom to apply those principles, and add more details only when needed. So collaborate and promote visibility, progress iteratively with feedback. As we're starting with the key principles, keep it simple and practical so that people have the freedom to apply within certain boundaries. Integrate relationship management activities in the organization's value streams. This is the next one. Relationship management should be an integral part of the overall organization's operations. It should not be a separate thing. And use automation to remind relationship agents of what activities to be done as part of the relationship management, and also collect feedback from stakeholders, collect and report the satisfaction data of stakeholders. And this will create a good integration of the relationship management into the organization's value streams. So optimize and automate the relationship management activities, and to collect feedback and to collect and report satisfaction data, and think and work holistically, meaning because this is about the value streams integration and with the relationship management. Then we have the next recommendation to develop the practice continually, but not to overcomplicate it. So start with the key principles that we noted earlier also that are applicable to all relationships, and then proceed to the key internal, external stakeholders, employees, and customers as the next step. Then progress iteratively, expanding the practice to suppliers later and to non-service relationships afterwards. So start where you are, progress iteratively with feedback, and keep it simple and practical. Next is to involve third parties. Yes, all relationships require more than one party, so there'll always be a third party for service providers. So make sure you listen to the stakeholders and adjust your approaches for better cooperation. So collaborate and promote visibility. And then the last one is to demonstrate business value. And so once the operations deliver the value, it needs to be measured. So measure the practice in particular, produce regular reports and dashboards for internal and external stakeholders, and use the dashboards for current status and regular reports for analysis and highlights. So the business value can be demonstrated by measurement and reporting only, not just by delivering and assuming that the value has been delivered. And once the relationship metrics have been reported, it can be useful to obtain more support from upper management or sponsorship from upper management to further improve the practice. So it's about focusing on value and collaborating and promoting visibility.